The latest round of talks on Iran's nuclear program have ended in Istanbul, and they did not end well. The chief negotiator, Catherine Ashton, calls it disappointing. Joining us now from Istanbul, Iran's chief nuclear negotiator, Saeed Jalili, standing by with the aid of a translator. Thank you so much for being with us. Did the talks change anything, or is your government still on a collision course with the West?
In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Well, in Geneva, we agreed to continue our talks on common grounds. Well, cooperation on common grounds is a path which could always be open. The requirements for that is that there should be a common logic. Well, we are confident and rely on our logic, and we believe that this logic could be defended, and because of that, always we are welcoming and encouraging talks.
Why then not work with the West on unfettered access to Iran's nuclear facilities and discussions about the ongoing enrichment program that has so many countries so worried?
Well, you know that many of the countries in the world, the majority of the international community, are supporting Iran's nuclear activity. Last week, representatives of more than 130 countries were in Iran in order to visit Iran's facilities and activities. They admire and praise the achievements Iran got, and also they witnessed that how Islamic Republic of Iran cooperating closely with the IAEA. You see that the IAEA repeatedly said that, and recently, for 25th time, the general director of the IAEA said that Iran's activities, nuclear activities, are completely under the control of the IAEA, and there is no diversion of Iran's nuclear activities.
Now, you mentioned the invitation. You bring it up, sir, to diplomats from around the world, but the International Atomic Energy Agency did not receive an invitation, and many outsiders regard that tour of Iran's nuclear sites as a stunt, as a diversion on the eve of these crucial talks. Once again, why not let the IAEA in?
چرا اجازه نمیدید که IAEA وارد بازدید این سایت هایی بشه که میخوان؟ Well, truth of the matter is that all of those countries who were in Iran, they witnessed that all the inspectors of the IAEA are on the sites, their cameras are there, even the reports of the IAEA officially announced that Iran provide full access for them. Therefore, this invitation we had last week was not an invitation to replace the inspections. While those inspections are going on, therefore, we were interested in order to see those participants who will be invited in order to be there. Our question is that why those who are raising these issues, when we invited them, they were not there and they did not accept us. We invited the EU part and representatives. We invited the envoy of Lady Ashton. And we also invited China and Russia and also the major parties of the IAEA, including non-aligned movement members.
Once again, sir, though, not the experts designated by the International Atomic Energy Agency itself. But can I ask you a different question about the context for these talks? How much were these talks hurt in advance by the widely reported computer sabotage program that's been described as Stuxnet and by the assassination of Iranian nuclear scientists?
Well, as I told you, this invitation was not a replacement for the agency's inspectors. Secondly, we invited them. If they want, they could have some expert with them to visit this facility. As you know today, and it's been mentioned in the IAEA's report, the achievements and progress of Iran's activities are completely mentioned. And those who want to confront the rights of Iranians, and they are abusing these kind of techniques, are fruitless. You see that some of them, sometimes they're using assassination, which is a very bad thing for the Security Council to mention the names of the scientists of Iran. on the resolutions, the United Nations Security Council resolutions, so that after that the terrorists come and assassinated them. Well, it is a bad thing for the Security Council to see that there is a relation between the Security Council resolution and the terrorists. And also those who, through sabotage and technical issues, want to somehow stop Iran's activities through these viruses. We fortunately have to say that they were not successful in that, and the recent report of the IAEA mentioned that Iran's activities are strongly and successfully moving on.
Western experts and even political leaders, government officials have said that what you're calling sabotage has contributed, something has contributed to really handicapping Iran's progress. It has been set back by several years. Is that the case? Is Iran's nuclear program in trouble as a result?
Well, Iran's peaceful nuclear activities, as I mentioned before, is under the control and the supervision of the IAEA's inspectors. And it is completely clear, and they are completely aware of these activities.
One last question for you, sir. Will Iran return to the negotiating table soon? The best indications we have are that the Western powers don't expect to be back in dialogue anytime soon.
Well, the capacities of the Islamic Republic of Iran is an opportunity for the other side. Well, during the last 30 minutes, we were not the parties to left the negotiation table. Well, these capacities of the Islamic Republic of Iran could be considered as an opportunity, and we encourage them and urge them not to leave the negotiation table. We are still announcing that we are ready for cooperation and talks. Of course, we have said that these talks should be within the context of respecting the nation's rights and putting aside those hostile measures against the nation's rights.
Saeed Jalili speaking to CNN exclusively at the end of the Istanbul talks on Iran's nuclear program. We thank you very much, sir.
I also thank you.
Will the show go on? That's the question in Afghanistan today. President Hamid Karzai has postponed the inauguration of his